Welcome to the top 10 must-dos of Cape Town, South Africa. My name is Jess, and this is my fiancé, Steven. The two of us have been on quite the adventure together, digital nomading and exploring our incredible world. And today we wanted to show and tell you the beauty that is Cape Town, South Africa. Cape Town is one of those places that truly has it all. You've got beaches, mountains, wineries, wildlife, thrills, relaxation, and so much more. And after spending a month here, we compiled a list of our top 10 must-dos so you'll be ready for your visit to Cape Town, South Africa. Let's get into it. We're at Camps Bay Beach today, and that's so beautiful. I'm so excited to be here.
Yay!
Yay!
Don't worry, I wore sunscreen.
Let's kick off our Cape Town must-do countdown. Coming in at number 10 is visiting the beautiful beaches. There are many different beaches to choose from, so let's go through a few of our favorites. Camps Bay is known for its stunning natural beauty, as well as being one of the most breathtaking and high-end suburbs in the area. The beach is nestled between the majestic 12 Apostles mountain range and runs along the Atlantic Ocean, which makes this water extremely cold.
It's like an Arctic plunge. Not kidding.
One thing about Steven is that he will always go in the water, no matter how cold it is. Camps Bay is the beach that most people recommended we visit, and as you can see from the glistening water and stunning views, it totally makes sense why. It's definitely a premier and must-do destination. Clifton Beach is next, and this area is known for its beautiful coves, white sand, and clear turquoise waters. Originally, Clifton was a secluded getaway for wealthy Cape Town residents, but now it's a hot spot for both locals and tourists seeking sunshine, surfing, and spectacular views. There are 4 beaches here called Clifton 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, which continue to run along the Atlantic Ocean. And if you want to pop over to Camps Bay for the shops and restaurants, Clifton is located pretty close by. Up next is Sea Point, which is a lively district known for its seaside views. Although we didn't go to the beach here, we took many walks along the promenade and watched the waves roll in and out. This is a very popular jogging spot for both tourists and locals, and it's a great place to see the sunset. My personal favorite thing to do here was to pop into the Point Mall, grab an acai bowl from Oakberry, and do a grocery shop. Sea Point is definitely the area I would recommend staying if you're visiting Cape Town. Not only do you have easy accessibility to the ocean, but there are malls, restaurants, shops, and cafes all at a close distance. Before we move on to our next must-do, I wanted to give you a quick tour of the Airbnb we stayed in during our time in Cape Town. Steven is our resident Airbnb finder, so he had this unit saved for 2 whole years with the hopes that we would make it to Cape Town someday. So this was a really full circle moment for us. The unit was located downtown, which wouldn't necessarily be my recommendation area-wise if you're coming to Cape Town. However, the location was quite central to what we wanted to do, and we really loved this specific Airbnb. We had a spectacular view of Table Mountain, and the unit was 2 floors. Downstairs was our living room and kitchen, and upstairs was our bedroom and bathroom. It was on the top floor of the apartment building, so it truly felt like a little oasis in the middle of the city. Down the street, they had the Adderley Flower Market, so Stephen surprised me with some fresh flowers one day, and we were able to order Nando's on Uber Eats, which was a major plus. This Airbnb even included the use of the public pool and gym at the apartment complex, so all in all, it was super functional for day-to-day living and provided us such a delightful stay. Next must-do is my personal favorite. Coming in at number 9 is the V&A Waterfront, also known as the Victoria and Alfred Waterfront. If you've ever been to Disney Springs in Orlando, this has a similar setup. It's a huge space along the water full of restaurants, shops, and live entertainment, as well as beautiful representations of African culture. I think we found the coolest waterfront ever.
It's the best find ever.
Yeah, there are so many shops and restaurants, and it just keeps going. It's so pretty. This is so cool. The African Trading Port was my favorite shop we found. It had so many handmade sculptures and amazing gifts that truly captured the essence of South Africa. I definitely recommend this shop if you're looking for some good souvenirs. This waterfront was so high-tech. We were fascinated by this moving pedestrian bridge that allowed the boats to come in and out.
It's like in Harry Potter.
I know, this is so cool. Yeah, we weren't really sure how we got over here, but
Like there was a bridge here earlier.
I realized the bridge was just closed. There are so many different things you can do at the waterfront. Of course, you're going to want to get something to eat. And don't worry, we'll go over our favorite restaurants later in the video, so stay tuned for that. There are also boat cruises you can take right out of the harbor during the day or for sunset. There's of course tons of shopping, both smaller shops as well as a gigantic mall. And a quintessential waterfront activity is to get a yummy soft serve ice cream cone.
All the sugar. I'm gonna be up all night. I hope you know this.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Yay! Oh yeah, ice cream. Yum.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
And before you head out, make sure to catch some of the live entertainment because the performers here really shine. Up next for number 8 is the City Farm Market. If you're in Cape Town on a weekend, you need to factor this into your schedule. It's only open on Saturdays and Sundays, so make sure to check their website for accurate hours, but this was truly one of the best markets I have ever been to. Good morning! We're at the market at the Victoria and Alfred Waterfront. They have a market on the weekends, and I just got the best smoothie ever, Berry Blast. They have so much food here, and it looks phenomenal, so definitely come hungry. And it's just the cutest vibe ever. There's gifts and flowers and food and everything you could ever want out of a market. So cheers to that. variety here was expansive. There was everything from bao buns to avocado toast to pastries and much, much more. The market was also such a great gathering place for families, couples, solo visitors, and groups of friends. One of my really good friends, Angela, actually lined up her trip to Cape Town with ours, so she'll be joining us on some of these must-do activities throughout the Cape Town videos, including this delectable feast.
So it's like a pesto BLT with like fresh made bacon. We got savory Korean pancakes.
Nice.
And then she got a bao bun.
Yes. It's a short rib bao bun.
Short rib. I got some coffee. And then I got us chorizo for red wine. And blondie. A cookie blondie for later.
I gotta see that. Oh my god.
I know.
And then I got a spinach and cheese pastry, which I already started eating. All right, let's feast, everybody. Okay, woohoo! Good.
That'll wake you up. Very salty.
When we went to Borough Market a few years ago in London, we had a market day very similar to this, and Stephen and Angela got oysters. So we're continuing the tradition here in Cape Town. It's a good one.
It was good. Oh my god.
What is it?
A little mushroom skewer.
Oh my gosh. They warmed up the pie for me, which I appreciate. It's cherry. That flavor is so good. It's got like the tartness and the sweetness.
The number 7 must-do in Cape Town is visiting the 2 most iconic mountains. Let's begin with Table Mountain.
Oh my gosh. We're going to the Table Mountain cable car this morning. Okay, Table Mountain is the big mountain here in Cape Town, so we're gonna go to the top and see some spectacular views. So you can buy your tickets online or you can buy them here. I always say to buy things online. So we're gonna go wait in line for 30 minutes and make our way up the cable car. Not a bad view while we wait.
The best and easiest way to get to the top of Table Mountain is by cable car. Some people hike it, but you need to be an avid hiker to make that journey because Table Mountain is 3,563 feet tall. This is one of the most popular attractions in Cape Town, so allow yourself extra time and be prepared for crowds. When we visited the cable car during the off-season, the estimated wait time was 30 minutes, but it ended up being a little over an hour in line. Mornings are the busiest time, so a lot of people recommend late afternoon or even sunset to beat the crowds.
Oh, this is open, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once we got onto the cable car, we learned that it slowly spins in a circle, so by the time you get to the top of the mountain, you'll get a 360-degree view. At the top of Table Mountain, you are free to explore and soak up all of the beautiful views of Cape Town. One thing to note is that it is very windy and a lot colder at the top of the mountain, so make sure to dress appropriately. one thing to note is that there are a few shops and restaurants on the top of the mountain.
All that wind made me hungry. Let's have some lunch. Alright, Table Mountain was a success. The queue ended up taking about an hour, so again, we're not here during busy season, so just take that into consideration. I would recommend getting your tickets ahead of time and maybe coming at an off-peak time of the day. I think the mornings are really busy, but the views were amazing. It was very windy up there, pretty chilly, so I'm glad I wore my sweatshirt. And we got some lunch, and now we're back down on the ground. So that was the perfect way to spend our morning, and I'm really glad we got to see the views from the ever-famous natural wonder of the world, Table Mountain.
Part 2 of this mountain must-do is Lion's Head, but before we get started, let's turn off the lights because we're hiking Lion's Head for sunrise. Lion's Head is much more hikeable than Table Mountain because it's only 2,195 feet tall. The hike is approximately 3 miles and the path spirals up around the mountain. It's still pretty involved. There are rocks, ladders, and all the elements of a moderately challenging hike. It took about 3 hours to hike up and down round trip at a good pace. The most popular times to hike are sunrise or sunset, and you can do this with your own travel party or with a guide. I'll link our specific Get Your Guide experience for Lion's Head in the video description below.
Not gonna lie, I crushed it.
For must-do number 6, we are heading to Kirstenbosch National Botanical Garden. If you're looking for a relaxing afternoon to reconnect with nature, this is the place for you.
We're checking out the botanical gardens today.
Yeah, the sun came out.
The sun came out.
See the mountains.
It's very cold this morning. Now it's feeling nice. And this place is very huge. It's like a giant park. And we've got mountain views, lots of flowers, beautiful greenery. It's great.
Kirstenbosch is nestled at the eastern foot of Table Mountain. It was established in 1913 to preserve the country's unique flora and indigenous plants, which no other botanical garden had ever done before. It now showcases 7,000 species of plants, including both rare and endangered species. It really is a delightful and peaceful place to visit. We are officially halfway through our countdown. Coming up next, we're going to complete our top 10 must-dos in Cape Town, South Africa. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and tune in for the next video because we'll be reviewing some of Cape Town's best wildlife as well as food and drink experiences. So until next time, we'll see you then.